Alright, so all is not right in the TikTok world. It seems that there's this kind of black black strike going on. And the gist of it is where black content creators have determined that they are not going to be creating any more dances as they feel that every time they create a dance, it gets stolen by somebody else and they get the credit. Um, so therefore, they've determined they're not going to create any more dances, and it's for modern day means of entertainment. Someone like Megan Thee Stallion, this can be a frustrating situation, especially since many of these artists rely on their songs going viral by means of TikTok. TikTok is worldwide. TikTok is internationally known, and majority of it is for their dances. Now, how I don't know, man. What are you thinking?
This wasn't a situation that I'm surprised at. This isn't a situation as if it was going to happen. It was a matter of when it was just going to happen, when it was going to take place. No one can say that they looked at all of this, especially given some of the interviews we saw, you and myself, and say that this was unexpected. It's a natural response when you feel as if you are being unappreciated for something that you do, and especially if you do your job well and someone else walks in to take the credit. Let me give you an example. If I'm in my garage and you see in my garage a bunch of doors, and you walk in and in the corner of your eye you happen to see what looks like a doorknob, something that's supposed to fit on the door, and you ask me what's that, and I tell you what it is, I tell you how it functions, I tell you what it's supposed to do, I even give you a description as to how it's supposed to go in the door and how it's supposed to operate, and I tell you that it's something that I invented, and you ask me to borrow it. One, that's foolish of me to now let you borrow it, but two, now, if I do let you borrow it and you take it, go to the inventors conventions and claim first prize, start showing it off as your own. And then the next time I see you, you're on television saying that this was yours, you don't know where it came from, you just kind of got the idea. Or the classic one, it just came to me one day. But the reward that you receive for claiming that piece of property as your own is you get brand deals, you get sponsorship, they fund your research in the future, you receive all different kinds of grants, all from a doorknob that you borrowed from me. You've received all different kinds of funding just from this one invention. Here's the problem though. At some point, you're going to run dry and that thing is going to run its course. They're going to want to know what you have next. So all of the fame, all of the accolades that you might have received from just this one achievement that was technically never really yours, you just claimed it as your own. Let's say I had all kinds of proof that it was mine, but I chose not to go forward with it because I thought at some point you would give me credit, and you never gave me credit. You got the patent, everything, so you got all the documents right. Everything is in your name. You know that that was theft. I know that that was theft, but I was foolish enough to think that you would do right. Now let's move on past that, right? We've acknowledged already that you've gotten all the accolades. We've acknowledged already that you've gotten all of the credit, but you still took that and you ran with it. Now, let's say I'm in my garage, same situation, and I'm working on another invention, and I'm banging away at it. And finally, it's complete. So I invented the doorknob, but I didn't get credit for it. You got credit for it because you walked in, asked if you could take it, or in this case, in the TikToker's case, you didn't ask if you could take it. You just kind of took it and claimed it as your own. So let's say this time while I'm working, I invent something like the spark plug, and it's going to revolutionize the way that automobiles run. And lo and behold, here you come again, looking around, knocking at my door, asking me, hey, how are you doing? What's up? It's been a long time. It's been forever since I've seen you, trying to make nice again. Do you think it would be wise of me now to allow you into my presence again, knowing what you did or knowing what you're capable of? That would be foolish. And anyone, I think, in that situation, after observing what just transpired, would say that I'd be foolish to let you in my presence, especially given the fact that I have new inventions that I've been working on. Clearly, you've run dry. Clearly, you've run out of ideas. Clearly, because it was not originally yours, you have nothing to fall back onto. But the problem is, some of these platforms that expect you to do or deliver on another original idea, because you weren't the originator, the concept of how everything was constructed was not originally yours. You don't know what it took for that person to put everything together. You don't know what they had to do. You don't know the work that had to go into it. You don't know the level of ingenuity that had to go into it. And that is why plagiarism, theft, copyright has always been a dangerous path to go down. Sticking on my example of the spark plug, let's just say hypothetically I turned my back and you stole my spark plug, walked back to your sponsors and said that you just created something else. You take credit for that. You get all of your grants, you get all of your inventor's accolades, you get all of the praise again for the second invention. You're a genius, right? At some point, you're going to get put on the spot. Someone out there, someone at some point is going to ask you, how did you create what you created? And usually, they're going to want some kind of an explanation, or in this case, in regards to TikTok, they're going to want a live demonstration of what you can properly do. And I think that this is what we're witnessing when it comes to the situation with TikTok. Originators, content creators, there's a level of frustration that's pent up, especially if you feel that the thing that you're inventing, the thing that you're creating, the thing that you're putting in your time to develop this concept, someone else just walks in and takes it and claims it as their own and gives you no praise, gives you no recognition, gives you not even the slightest acknowledgement to say that this is where the groundwork was foundationally formed. So this is why I say, after hearing about this, it wasn't a matter of if it was going to happen. It was simply a matter of when, because no creator, no inventor out there today is going to stand idly by while their creation gets taken by someone else and they get all the recognition, they get all the praise, they get all of the acknowledgement, the deals, the brand deals heaped onto them. I mean, there's a lot of money that goes into this. People have been made millionaires off of this. People have received brand deals off of this. People have received all kinds of sponsorship off of this. So TikTok is not a little platform. It's massive. But just like the doorknob that I had mentioned earlier, and just like the spark plug that I had mentioned earlier, when you're live on stage and somebody asks you, how did you come up with it? And your explanation is, well, it just came to me. Let's just say you don't go back to that source of where you got your ideas. And they say, okay, it came to you once and it came to you twice. All right, let's see what you have again. If the source that you got your product from is not performing for you anymore, you're going to have to demonstrate what you yourself can do. So I'm not saying that some of these TikTok creators cannot come up with their own ideas. I'm just saying it looks absolutely hilarious watching them go through the pains of coming up with your own ideas. I saw a video out there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so two things. I saw the video and I heard the song, Megan Thee Stallion. I heard the song. The instructions are very evident as to what Megan wants the dances to look like. I mean, she put it in the lyrics. I'm not going to quote it, but she put it in the lyrics. If I could already envision what this would look like in the hands of a, not trying to separate, but in the hands of a young black female, I could already envision about 1,000 different dances that they could come up with and have this go viral. And it's a real shame that this hasn't gone viral, because this was put out and marketed at the right time. This is placed in the right situation to be the next summer hit. This is supposed to be the next viral video. This is supposed to be the next viral compilation. And it's a shame that it's not going to happen, because as noted, blacks are on strike. That's all I got, man. Next question.
Ooh, okay. All right. Hold on. Let me ask real quick, man. Those two examples that you gave, the one with the doorknob and the one with the spark plug, are those really invented by black people?
Yeah. The reason I wasn't trying to separate anyone. I mean, I could have used any example, but those were the two that really came to mind. The fastest. I mean, I was gonna utilize the example of Shirley Jackson inventing caller ID, but instead I decided to go with Osborne Dorsey, who was responsible for the doorknob, and Edmund Berger, who was responsible for one of the first early editions of the spark plug. Again, man, you gotta give credit where credit's due. From whites and blacks, there's a lot of good inventions that I could have utilized to really drive home this idea. I mean, I could have gone with the ideas that have been taken from the modern day entertainment industry in and of itself, or the entertainment industry in the past, to see songs that have been taken from many others, or songs that have been copywritten that have been taken from many others, white and black. It doesn't really matter. Theft is theft, wrong is wrong. In this situation, you can clearly see how there was a lot of wrong on here. So, all that to say, I'm not surprised that they went on strike at all.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, listen, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do not forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of that. We will be back with you for another one. There's another topic that we got to talk about from some news that just came down. This is going to be a hot take. Let's just say it involves America's dad. Make sure y'all check that one out. Do not forget to like this video, and go show some of your TikTok content creators some love. Lord knows they gonna need it. See y'all later, man. Easy.